name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, the master of the day of judgment. Indeed do we worship. Thine aid we seek, show us the straight way, the way of those whom have bestowed thy grace, the way of those whom portions is not around and have gone not astray. Amen. I was just meditating on something in the spirit, like it's a problem like with a lot of and it ain't any kind of detrimental to like a lot of our success in a sense. Like the mind a powerful thing. Like it got the ability to bring something out of the fundamental, which is the spiritual, into the 3D, which is what we see right now in the flesh. That being said, like so shall a man think it, so shall it be. Like I am because I am. Like words are power. So with like you manifesting the words in your mind, it kind of you stun your growth like with that power of those words that ultimately become spells to yourself. And it three things like they call they like idioms stereotypes or whatever you call them. Like one, like I was thinking about like the starving artist. Like as an artist, like a person that really serious about the crowd, like really doing it for the Lord, like that'll mentally, like that's a detrimental seed in your mind. Like if you thinking that the artist supposed to be starving, ultimately it create that mind frame that if you successful as an artist, then you sold your soul. Cause ultimately you supposed to be starving. Then I'm thinking about another one like Robin Hood, like robbing from the rich, taking for the poor. Like the more you get rich, like you supposed to, you know what I'm saying, get back to poor. Like it's a crazy thing. And then the last one I was thinking about, you know what I'm saying, on to quote unquote, I'm a Christian, Orthodox Christian to a degree on Ross. I mean, when you're a man of God, like when you follow the path, you kind of can be considered so many religions. Like when you identify that, but that neither here nor there. We ain't gonna get into the politics and specifics of that right now. But the thing about Jesus though, like that whole concept of they saying Jesus died for our sin. That shit sound good when you just, you know what I'm saying, vibing with the emotions of the floor of church. But when you think about that with your logic mind, it creating that crutch in your mind. Like another man died or did something for me that I ain't got to do it no more. Since such and such did, I ain't got to do it. You may not think about it like that, but ultimately that's what's going on in a lot of people's mind. Like, okay, such and such did this at the work, so I mean I ain't got to do it. Like it's like creating in what they call in psychology like the fusion of responsibility. So not going back, just tying all of that in, bro. Like the mind's so powerful. So when we telling ourselves that as spiritual being, like we creating a disconnect. It's like in this world, like that's why a lot of spiritual people kind of hard for to be successful because the way the language of the world and us being so convicted in our spirit, it kind of when we, like I say, social man thinks, socially be. When you hear bullshit like that, it kind of sow them seeds in your spirit to the point they put a hindrance on your success because you thinking like it's evil or taboo for me to ride. Like the more you ride, the more you want to give back. Think about it, like a lot of people that end up becoming rich like through that type of mindset of being spiritual, not necessarily saying they becoming rich through spirituality, but people that happen to be spiritual rooted and they end up becoming successful. A lot of them go broke quicker than anybody else because you get that energy of feeling like it's taboo. That means that you want to give all of your success away. That make you want to give everything that you work hard for away because of that energy of saying that who am I to be rich? But you work hard for your shit. So you work hard for your shit. So take that out of your mind, like somebody saying like somebody at the expense or somebody at the expense of you. Like all of that bullshit at the expense of you, you gotta share that. I just want to touch on that. Like, man, shit, you're an artist. You ain't supposed to be starving. Shit, you supposed to be getting that bag. Just because you're an artist, you know what I'm saying? Just because, you know what I'm saying, you getting rich, that don't mean you're supposed to just give everything to the poor. Like, it say faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying, family? So, Then Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of following the teachings of Jesus, indirectly or directly, you know what I'm saying? Like being a reflection of God here on earth. But that vicegerent. So the brother, he took himself accountable, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the story from his perspective as opposed to the story of the people in the audience. You gotta really look at the type of mind that he was studying, like the type of stuff that he was on, like this type of philosophy that the brother believed and promoted. You can't look at it from the eyes of the people that was in the audience, like the Matthew, Mark, John, and Luke, but it kind of give you a sensation of the story. It kind of give you validity of the story, but you kind of gotta be open-minded in a sense. You can't look at it from their perspective, because at the same time, they were still striving to be where he was. They were still striving to be, you know what I'm saying, how Christ was. You talking about somebody like Paul that persecuted Christian before, in the latter part of their life, after he getting locked up and everything, he, you know what I'm saying, he became a Christian. You know what I'm saying? That the brother that a lot of the churches are based off of his teachings or his whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying? So he came into it like he had a redemption. So again, you know what I'm saying, like that still, even though it's a greater testimony, but that story still got a little cut on it as far as like what the attribution of what we supposed to scribe and attain that man. You know what I'm saying? It's human nature to try to rise or to thrive and, you know what I'm saying, survive. That human nature. But you can't separate the mind and body and spirit. Like a lot of it get rich in spirit and we lose the material possession and thinking of the body. A lot of it get rich in the material gain and we lose the spirit. Like shit, who, you know what I'm saying? That's the story. Like, well, imagine if Jesus was rich. I mean, Jesus was rich. When he told them, brother, sell everything and go get them tools, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the, you know what I'm saying? Sword, like, that's the thing. Like, Jesus had an army. Like, Jesus was a soldier. Like, the brother, man, he turned himself in because it was like he was at the end of the road. Like, he was like, you know what, I ain't going to let nobody else take my charge. The brother was like, that's accountable. You know what I'm saying? The brother was accountable. He took his own charge. He was like, y'all ain't gonna die for me. Cause they ain't even did during the time. They ain't even know how the nigga look. But the brother stood up and took his charge. That was honorable. And he was like, nobody knows I'm gonna take my own charge. Like, nigga were finna go to war for him. The nigga ass, he could have been a war. But the brother laid down and took his charge. Not, you know what I'm saying, the brother didn't die for everybody saying. I mean, that neither here nor there, but I leave as I came, I come as I am. Almighty and our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses, as we forget those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Mighty.